Vape fam, what's going on? This is Joe of All Vapes, your eye in the vaping sky, bringing to you some of the best products on the vaping market for review. We're going to break this down, guys. So, American-made e-juice companies. There's something to be said about a good old-fashioned 100% American-made e-juice, and ZZ Vape is definitely one of those companies. Now, I've been sitting on this stuff for way too long. To their credit, they've been incredibly patient and cool with me. This stuff has been steeping, getting happy on my review shelf, and I'm finally busting it out so that you guys can pick this apart for yourself. Definitely recommend these flavors. Now, they've changed the label, the ones on the picture right here, since I've had these. That's my bad, but it doesn't detract from the flavor quality of these at all. Let me tell you, these are top-notch quality brands. So I'm going to read to you a little bit of the info on the flavor card that they gave me, just to kind of give you a little bit of a snippet to where I'm going with this. Read to you the description of each flavor, and then we're going to review them, pull this all together in Joe of All Vapes fashion. You know how we do it. So first of all, 39 years of compounding and formulating experience is what they tout. So I'm imagining their crew is varied in ages and varied in experience, and they just kind of word that all together, you know what I mean? Formulating and bottles processes are within FDA and GMP guidelines, so that makes you feel a little bit good. FDA, give or take, because they're pretty much on my crap list right now, as I'm sure they are with everybody else's, but I'm not going to knock that from the experience of the guys at ZZ. Clean area bottling practices, max VG blend, and flavors are the most trusted and highest quality sources in the industry. So all that is fine and good as far as the written word, but how does it actually taste? Pretty damn good, to be perfectly honest with you. So we're going to go through that right now. The first flavor here is Banana Addict. Now, once again, the labels have changed on the ones that you're going to find on ZZ Vape on Instagram. So bear with me a little bit. It doesn't make any difference as far as the flavor quality is concerned. But this is touted as a blend of sweet banana and creamy custard that is going to leave you wanting more. Now, first of all, bust open the bottle on this. Banana flavored extracts, banana lovers, you either love it or you hate it. This one was really, really solid. It smelled very, very light. The cream was the first thing that hit my tongue. The banana typically has a little bit of a creamy quality to it anyways. You'll find that on a lot of the breakfast and dessert vapes, the banana extract is going to be added, sometimes unbeknownst to you guys and to our flavor palette, unless it's very discerning, which mine is. But, sometimes you can't pick it apart. The cream on this one was what hit first. The banana came a little bit lighter on the back end on the inhale, but on the exhale was straight up banana cream. It was really, really tasty. Very light, very airy. Could be an all-day vape if you really, really dig the banana. I was expecting something a little bit more along the lines of one of those little banana taffy chews you got when you were a kid, like from the corner store for 5 cents a piece. I'm not disappointed that it wasn't. It was more creamy on the front end, more banana on the back end, but a nice binary blend on the exhale. So the Banana Addict was a really, really good one for those of you that don't much care for strong banana flavors, but likes, still like a little bit of banana in there. You're going to like this. For those of you that love banana, and especially for the dessert and the breakfast vapors, the Banana Addict is going to be right up your alley. And check that out, dude. 100% American made. Doesn't get any better than that, man. If that doesn't make you feel good just vaping this alone, I don't know what will. You know what I'm saying? So the next flavor is Blueberry Pomegranate. Solid, even blend of the two. This one was great for me. I hate pomegranate vapes. I love pomegranate. I love the flavor. I love the juice. I love the dry quality, kind of like a nice, good red wine that it gives, especially when you're pairing the flavor with other deeper, richer taste. But like I've said before, a lot of the time if you have a deep flavor and you add to it or throw in or mix with it or complement it with a lighter flavor like blueberry, you're going to have something that just brings out the flavor of everything else. Now, blueberry is sort of a deeper flavored berry in itself, so comparatively to the pomegranate, it was a lot lighter. So the blueberry came through really, really solidly. The pomegranate is going to come up most present, though. That's what you're going to pick up on the inhale. And on the exhale, a nice pomegranate flavor, deep but not overbearing or overpowering, with a nice blueberry exhale finish to it. So this one was really, really good. They tout it as a good, solid, all-day vape. I tend to believe that. I haven't vaped it all day. I vaped it for about 3/4 of the day, but you know what? Every single one of those vapes, inhale to the exhale, was very, very solid. So true to profile on this one. I couldn't say that enough for that flavor. The next flavor was kind of a unique one. This one is called Cowboy Killers. And this one is touted as a very old-fashioned, typical tobacco flavor that you'd get in your typical cigarette. Now, I know there's the whole tobacco cigarette, it's kind of like the stepsister to, vaping, but you got to understand there's a lot of people out there, which I know all you guys know, that have been trying to quit the cancer sticks for years, sometimes decades. The typical flavor that I see a lot of smokers that are trying to quit smoking that want to go into vaping, usually two typical flavors, something menthol or minty or something tobacco. They still like that tobacco taste, but they want to bring it down just a notch and get away from the cancer sticks, you know what I'm saying? To a healthier alternative. The Cowboy Killers, I think, would be a really good one. Now, the one thing, like they say in the description, it is a very solid cigarette tobacco flavor. So you're thinking, maybe that doesn't taste very good at all. But to be perfectly honest with you, the quality of the tobacco is what made the difference. This I actually really dug. And that's because the tobacco taste on the Cowboy Killers was very, very high quality. Extremely true to profile. Basically all there was to that. So my credit and kudos definitely go to the mixology guys over at ZZ Vape. They came out with a really high quality tobacco flavor, helping to transition those cigarette smokers out there, try something new, and introduce them just a little bit easier onto the vaping industry, the vaping market, if you will. It's a big community, and we definitely want to cater to individuals trying to stop cigarette smoking, just from taking years off their life. So that was a really good flavor for me. Not an all-day vape just because it's singular tobacco, but it was such high quality it didn't linger in your mouth, no aftertaste. That I really appreciated. The next flavor is Sexy and Wet. The next flavor is Sexy and Wet. I'm not going to get into that, but if you like your typical highball drink, you're really going to love this one. Fruity and very sweet, reminiscent of cranberry, peach, and orange flavors in there. Now take the top off of this guy. Very, very sweet smelling, man. It smelled just amazing, and it tasted even better. The orange in this one was really, really solid. I love cranberry. There's definitely not enough cranberry vapes in my opinion. The peach is really what made this vape for me though. If you get a really good, high quality, top rock solid peach extract, it really, really just reaps the benefits of so many other flavors out there because it can enhance it. It's sort of like a citrus flavor in the effect of it takes other flavors that are just a little bit sweeter or lighter than it and really brings it up and blends very, very well between the two. So between the cranberry and the orange, which complement each other magnificently, the peach brought everything together in just a nice, warm, friendly, happy, very light and very airy vape. This one was an all-day vape for me. All day, every day, in my opinion. It's a great palate cleanser, separates the differences between a lot of the deeper, richer, chocolatey or vanilla or creamy or buttery flavors, really redefines the palate. So the Sexy and Wet, definitely a spot-on flavor. So the next flavor, last but not least, watermelon ice. Really, really sweet, wonderful, light, airy, refreshing watermelon flavor with a good quality menthol on this one. And I loved this one. You get a good quality menthol vape. I've always got one of my tanks sitting happy with a good menthol vape because it just refreshes my palate, like I've said. Most of the time I vape the deeper, richer, decadent flavors. The breakfast stuff, mostly dessert vapes, but my tongue just dies to that stuff after a while. Now, the one thing I will say is that the menthol on the watermelon ice was not very strong. It was more watermelon than menthol. Not saying that that's bad by any known means whatsoever, but the quality of the menthol was definitely there. I could have used it just a little bit more crisp and icy on the menthol flavor, but it might have subdued the watermelon, and I didn't want that. It was a really high quality watermelon flavor, and you want to leave blends that high quality in the flavor extract category just to stay happy. Stay where it is, do its thing. And as my wife likes to say, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? So to wrap all of this up, ZZ Vaping Company, really high quality e-juice, different blends. I think one of you have got to find something in here that is your typical all-day vape. They were really, really high quality. I definitely use them to switch up from some of my typical just all day favorites. You know what I'm saying? We all have those all day favorites that, you know, maybe there's other on the spectrum out in the vaping community and industry that we like to do every now and then. They're up on our vape shelf, but let's face it, we have our all day favorites. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are, you know, might as well have our names on them. These were really, really good, however. I will definitely utilize these just to kind of switch it up. Go on to ZZ Vape on Instagram. Give these guys a follow. Check out the new labels that don't look like these. They look even more badass and American on their Instagram page. Follow them, give them some love. And I just want to say, ZZ Vape, so sorry this took me so long to bust out these awesome flavors, but thank you for sticking it through with Joe of All Vapes. I think the vaping community is really going to tag on to these. Give them some love, like I said, guys. They definitely deserve it. And if you dug this review, let me take a breath, because I know I don't do that nearly often enough. Spread the word here, Joe of All Vapes on YouTube. That's how I get definitely the verve and the passion to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? It's all about you guys. So I'm going to be busting out some awesome discounts right here on my YouTube channel. Definitely some of the best discounts are going to be on my Instagram page, and that's Joe of All Vapes. No more _2, just straight up Joe of All Vapes. And I've got my awesome 10,000 follower giveaway coming up pretty soon. It's going to be at the end of June 2016, so you've definitely got some time. Look out for that. And I've got some really solid discounts for some of the best companies out on the market. You can save anywhere between 10 to 25% off the retail value of some of the best e-juice that I align with. I only align with the best, guys. You know that. So definitely click on that post notifications on the upper right hand corner of my IG page, and I'm going to be busting those out to you constantly just because I love you. You know what I'm saying? So this is Joe of All Vapes. Thank you very much for sticking it through and supporting me with another one of my awesome reviews. Your eye in the vaping sky, wishing you to keep it cloudy.